the record. Let's begin. Let's get down to the beatdown. It is the Logan Summit Show. And I am indeed Logan Summit, the man with the mustache and so much more. This show is brought to you by Newer. If you're a pro creator, amateur creator, it doesn't matter what type of creator you are. Go over to newer.com. Use code Logan. You'll save 20% and you will thank me in the morning. Go over to newer.com right now. All right, today we've got an MMA fighter. He is fighting out of Lake Tahoe, California. You can see the beautiful background. It is Tyler Macias.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, man, I've been looking forward to this all day, so I'm excited to be here. Let's go.
Well, I'm excited for your background. Tell us about the weather you're having over there at Lake Tahoe. That's gorgeous.
Hey, no matter the weather, we always train, but especially today, it's nice and sunny out. How to let the viewers know, how to let you know, everybody know. It's beautiful out here in the mountains. Let's go.
Yeah, how's it like training at elevation? How I mean, is it harder? Does it help you? Does it really help in those grinded out moments like they say it does, where if you train at elevation, it's going to give you that extra gear, that 7th, 8th gear that you need in the ring?
Right. Well, I'm going to tell you guys no, so you guys don't come up here. But I'm going to be honest and say yes, right? Because, of course, it helps, especially when you go down to sea level. It's that extra weapon. It's that extra sense, and I love it. It makes it a little bit harder, but that's what I'm here for. Let's go swimming in the deep end over there. Let's go.
I like that. And you know what? Will you be fighting at sea level on May 24th on Subs on the Shore? By the way, pay-per-view, right here on Millions.co. You can catch it right here. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know the sea level in Sacramento, but I do know I'm going to bring everything that I have here in this little town that I train in and bring it down there and turn up. Have a good time.
So what's it like in your little town as far as the training is concerned? Is there a small group of y'all living there and just training day in and day out, living on the floor, sweeping up after each other and training in the meantime?
Pretty much a small gym, but we have a whole bunch of killers. You know, my coaches, they put a lot of time into what they do to help us grow. So you don't need a big gym to get things done. You just need a vision with the right people, and that's what I have. So I'm grateful for where I'm at. Absolutely.
Well, where you're at is pretty good. You're coming off of a win. You got yourself a split decision on June 22nd against Elisha Harris. How did that go? How did that go? Getting into the ring for what may have been one of your first real battles there. Did you have some trepidations? Did you have any anxiety or nerves?
I mean, absolutely. I think whoever competes, you're going to have those nerves, but it's about how you channel them. And I love to make it into a fire. I like to make it into excitement and give people a show. You know, everyone comes in, pays tickets. I want to give you your money's worth. So styles make matches, and I love all the styles that give the show, the fans a show, you know. And that was a while ago. So now I'm excited to continue as an athlete. Now in my journey in jiu-jitsu and keep putting on shows, keep putting on great events. So,
well, you know what? I think you just gave yourself a nickname, my friend. I think you may have just given yourself a nickname. Let's go. Let's go with Tyler and Fuego Macias.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, I like it. I think it fits.
That's fire. That's fire.
Literally, it's fire. Let's go.
Yeah. I like that.
I think we just gave you a new nickname.
I'm going to take it. This next one, I'm going to take it. Let's go.
All right. Now, Subs on the Shore. It's happening May 24th, of course, right here on Millions.co. Who are you going to be fighting? I looked at, I do the research. I've got notes here. I do the research. But I couldn't figure out just who in the heck you're fighting.
Yeah, absolutely. We had an opponent previously that I was ready for. Things happened. They couldn't make it. It's all good. I hope them well and hope everything's all right on their end. But I know there's a new opponent out of 10th Planet Sacramento. Still fire matchup. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know they have a few little tricks up their sleeve. I got a few more, so it's going to be fire.
Okay, all right, let's break it down. So you said they've got a few tricks up their sleeve. I'm not going to ask you yours quite yet, but what have you seen out of them that you think that you can take apart, dismantle, and disrupt?
I mean, their spirit, that's it. Everyone's going to have a few trick ponies, but I'm going to bring you to places you haven't been, you're unfamiliar with, and bring the pace. So let's see if you can still do all that stuff under pressure. That's what I look forward to the most.
I love that playground mentality. You're going to steal his sneakers, take his lunch money, and then his girl, and ride home on his bike.
It's my bike now, you know.
It's my bike now.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
that. You're totally Debo. You're just gonna just snatch that chain from him.
I got to, man. It's my dreams or his, you know.
You know what? Put
Yeah,
that on a t-shirt. Let's
let's
put that
go.
on a t-shirt for you, man. Oh
Boom.
man. All right. So you've been training jujitsu and Muay Thai, excuse me.
Muay Thai.
Ooh. Um,
Yeah.
Jujitsu, what belt are you? How long have you been training?
I'm a blue belt with
Mhm,
South Tahoe Jiu Jitsu. I've been training for a little over a year, you know,
mhm.
a little under 5. I let them do the math, figure it out. But up until that point, you know, I love striking. And then I started to try Jiu Jitsu, try grappling, because the end goal is to be MMA champion. I can do it with Muay Thai. I will do it with Jiu Jitsu, and then I will do it with MMA. So it's just combining everything into one. So this is the journey right now. Let's have some fun.
Now, do you have a good wrestling coach as well? Because a lot of MMA fighters will tell you wrestling can be a great base for MMA.
Absolutely. So how we train at South Tahoe Jiu Jitsu, it's all constraint led approach. So we have a lot of stand up every day. So there's not a place in Jiu Jitsu and wrestling that I'm not familiar with. As well as I have the teammates who have wrestling experience, who have the Jiu Jitsu experience, who have MMA experience. So, like I said, it doesn't have to be a big room. It just has to be the right room. And that's the room I'm in. So let's go.
Well, and there's not much to do, I would assume, outside of that little room. It's train or play video games or go for a
Yeah,
walk
yeah.
and fish and do
Or
outdoorsy stuff, right? Like that's it.
absolutely, absolutely. You know, and that's what helps me be successful. In this small town, there's only a few things to do, so I make sure it's productive for me. I make sure it aligns with my goals and my values. So uh, everything I'm doing right now is going to be for the better.
Now, a lot of fighters have different things that they eat or different things that they drink while they're training and whatnot. You're out there
Yeah.
in nowheresville. How do you? I mean, what do you eat during training? Is
Mhm.
there any? Are there any issues about being in the sticks?
I mean, I think there's a blessing to being in the sticks because you know how to adapt, and I think that's jujitsu. Every second, you need to know how to adapt. It's not who knows the best move; it's who can adapt the most and get it done. And that's what we do in South Tahoe. We adapt and we get it done. It doesn't matter if the odds are against us. If we don't have everything we need, we still gonna make it happen. So I love where I'm from. It helps me keep that fire. You know.
I feel it, man.
So,
Yeah, and that's why I nicknamed you Fuego because it
let's
sticks,
go.
man. I'm feeling it, bro. I'm feeling it. Now, you wake up in the morning, you open up your eyes, you kick yourself out of bed, probably over a couple other people from the gym right next to you. That's how I envision the whole thing, by the way. Very, very organic. What does
Absolutely.
your day look like? Do you go for a
Yeah.
run and then hit the gym, then do lunch, and then go hit wrestling? Take me through your day.
Yeah. Man, my days are busy. Full time athlete, full time student, full time worker. You know, I don't know what to call it, but full time everything. You know, exactly. So I wake up early, get to the gym, do my strength and conditioning, make sure my cardio is up to par, make sure my strength is up to par. Then I'll go Monday to Thursday. I work with kids, so I have a lot of fun there. You know, that's life right there is working with them. After that, I'll study for a little bit, go to school. After school, take my ass over to the gym and train hard with my team. You know,
Wow.
let's
Wow,
go.
that's incredible. Yeah, let's go.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, you mentioned that you work with kids. What
Yeah,
has working with kids helped you realize about yourself and
yeah.
maybe be able to put some of those things into the combat sports arena as well?
Absolutely. For me, it's being a role model. You know what I mean? I have to be a role model when I'm at that school. And those kids are going to know me outside of school. They're going to run into me outside of school. Who are they going to know? They're going to know Mr. Tyler, or they're going to know someone who's far from that same morals that he tries to instill on them. I have to be consistent as a role model, as a mentor, wherever I'm at, because God has put me here to do those things. So being consistent, being faithful, yeah, every day, all day.
Consistency is key, right? But
Absolutely.
you know what? While you're down there, though, even The Rock has a cheat day. Is there a day that you guys all go,
Woo!
hey, we're going to chill?
Hey, I don't necessarily call it a cheat day. It's a reward day. You know, you work hard,
Oh, I
have
like
that
that.
burger. You know, have that little treat. You know,
I
exactly.
like
Because
that.
the only cheating is like not showing up and putting 100%. And I don't do that. I'll never have that kind of day. But I'll have that day where I'm like, I worked hard. Let's have some Thai food.
Oh,
Yeah,
so it's Thai
yeah, yeah.
food that you go for?
Oh man, yeah. It's high calorie, high sodium, but if I earned it, let's go. Let's go. Let's
Hey,
have a grill.
man, salt's not the worst thing for you as long as, I mean, I'm just saying, as long as you're working
Absolutely.
out, it literally makes the food taste better. Like,
Absolutely.
I got to a point at one point with a girlfriend who was like, "Can't use salt; it's terrible for you." Blah blah blah. I was like, "I can't taste my food
Yeah,
without
yeah.
seasoning. I need
Yep,
you to
yep.
see. Have you ever had a steak without salt and pepper on it?
Come
Oh
on.
my god!
What are you doing?
No, no, you don't want
Yeah.
that.
Please, no.
Yeah.
No,
Please
no
no.
one wants that. So I get it.
Exactly.
I get it, man.
Exactly.
Some Thai food. What else they got around there? I mean, you're in Lake Tahoe, like we're calling it the Sticks, but they got a Thai food restaurant around the corner.
Yeah, they got some good restaurants, but to give publicity, they got to pay me for the sponsorships. We got to be
Oh,
strategic here.
yes, I like that.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
do it for free. Don't give it
Exactly.
away.
Exactly.
Yo, hey, right now, you know you're the Thai food restaurant he's talking about because there's only one. All right. You can
There's
have
not too many. Let's go.
exactly.
Let's go.
You can have your name on his shorts. Just give him a
Exactly.
call. All right.
I just need some plates, Let's eat. Let's eat.
Yo, everybody's got to eat, right?
Exactly.
So you would have to say that striking would be the most positive and powerful part of your game.
Um, as I've gotten to know grappling, I think I'm evenly balanced. I think I'm evenly dangerous in both. Prior, I would definitely say striking. But how we train at South Tahoe Jiu-Jitsu, man, I feel very confident, and there's a lot to still learn. And that's what fuels me to show up every day. Like, I know where I'm at right now, and I know where I could be headed in the future. So I'm very hungry, but I know, it's going pretty good. It's going all right.
All right. So you're a light heavyweight right now, right?
Right.
Okay. Let's look at the UFC right now. Where, or who I should say, if you could call out any light heavyweight in the UFC right now, Dana, I live here in Viva Las Vegas. Dana could be watching right now. If you could call out any light heavyweight in the UFC, who's it going to be?
Man, Brock Lesnar, where are you?
He's not a light heavyweight. That's a heavy heavyweight.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, I bet you he learned from Frank Mir ankle picking his ass, though. I bet you he won't let anybody do that again.
Exactly. But
do you think you could take on? Do you think you could take on an in their prime Chuck Liddell?
Oh man, all respect to Chuck Liddell, the Iceman. Come on,
the Iceman. Yeah,
I'm the fireman. He's the Iceman. I got respect to the Iceman. I love him, man.
The promotion actually works for itself.
Exactly.
All right. So on May 24th, you will be fighting at Subs on the Shore. It's a long name. Oh. Do they have cool merchandise? Is it like SOS is the merchandise?
That'd be a pretty cool acronym for their organization with some nice shirts. They can play with it a little bit. It's going to be my first one, so I'm excited. If they don't have good merch, I'll talk to them so we can make some more money.
Yeah. Let them know. Exactly. You know what? I see you as being a businessman. We're going to work this out. I like it.
Exactly. Yep. Make it rain a little bit.
It's happy. Yes, exactly. Like a Kardashian at a strip club. Yep. Just make it rain. So on June 22nd, you beat Harris. You're moving on from that. Was there anything you noticed from that win that you needed to work on in this camp moving up to this next fight?
Everything, everything can be worked on. And that, again, was a while ago. It was kickboxing. This is going to be now jiu-jitsu. Right. Every time I think I know something, every time I compete, reminds me I don't know enough. I need to keep competing. I need to keep learning. I need to keep showing up and studying. And that's something that taught me. I got taught very early on, and I'm grateful for it. I'm not complacent. I'm always hungry. So this is the challenge in front of me. I'm excited.
All right. Before we get to our next segment here, who has been the biggest mentor that has taught you the most in your fight career?
Man, I can't miss this opportunity to give all my praise and glory to Jesus Christ. He's my greatest mentor. He's the person I read every day, his words, how to live right, how to do the right things. That's my greatest mentor in jiu-jitsu, in life, all of the above. So praise be to God. And 24th, I can't wait to give him more glory.
All right. Well, all right. So you just gave some glory to God, and you know what? Nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs faith, and it's great that you have that. Now, this is your moment before we get into the illustrious 5 questions. This is your moment. You can thank your mom. You can talk about video games. I don't care what you do. You talk about the sponsors you want. Call out that Thai food restaurant.
Right,
do whatever you want right here. This is your time, Tyler.
Yeah. Again, glory be to God. if there were any sponsors, if you got a good Thai food restaurant, holla at me. I love M&Ms. So M&Ms, if you're watching this, tune in. Let's get it. Let's work something out, you know. As well, my team, my teammates, people at my work who are allowing to have me have this schedule so I can fluctuate all this craziness, all my supporters, and especially my opponent. Let's show up and show out. Let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, it takes two to tango, right? And
Absolutely.
I mean, everybody loves a good knockout, but I want you to get fight of the night, knockout of the night. Are you going to make any predictions on how you're going to win and when you're going to win?
See, I do have a prediction. I might need to write it in, but I need everyone to tune in so they can figure out what that prediction was. Tune in May 24th, see what is going down. It's going to be a submission. I'm going to give it the last minute. I'm going for it. So that's my
Last
prediction.
minute sub. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Oh, man, on May 24th, subs on the shore, we're going to have Tyler and Fuego Macias. All right. That's fantastic. Now it's time to play the game all the kids are talking about at home. It's called 5 questions, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's 5 questions from me to you. Answer them however you like. Sometimes I throw in bonus questions, so don't do any math. Don't break out the abacus quite yet. All right, Here we go. Oh, by the way, 5 questions is brought to you by Newhouse. Go to newhouse.com. Use code Logan Radio Rocks to save yourself that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Yeah, that's right, newhouse.com. If you need some office decor, some home decor, or you're sitting in a stupid gaming chair, get your butt over to newhouse.com. Use code Logan Radio Rocks. Let's go. All right. Question number 1. How will you know when it's time to go pro?
That's a great question. How will I know when it's time to go pro? When the coaches give that green light, they say this time is now. I trust their guidance. Let's go.
All right. There, you know what? Wise words. We talk a lot on the show recently about how it takes a whole team. It's only you in the ring at the end of the day, but it takes a team to get you there. We've been using the euphemism, it takes a village, right? But everybody, every fighter that we've had in, and I just started with Millions.co last week, we've already had, I think you're my 14th interview, and we started on Thursday of last week, if you can believe that. So
you're killing it. You're killing
it. Say what you like. I bring a little bit of flavor to the party. But you know what? I like the fact that you're willing to listen and understand that you still have a lot to learn.
Absolutely.
I like that. All right. Question number 2. Other than MMA, what is your favorite sport to watch? And I mean combat sports when I say MMA, by the way.
I got you. Favorite sports I like to watch. Dang. That's a hard one. Favorite sports I like to watch. If it's not MMA, I don't think I think I'm just studying it. I only put my time where it's valuable, and if I'm not into it, I'm not gonna put my time into it. So yeah,
right, that's a valid. No, that's a valid
good
answer.
But...
No, that's a very valid answer. Look, I'd rather have you not lie and be like hockey.
It's like I don't even know how to play hockey.
It is. I really like cornhole. That pickleball is really dope. I'm happy with the answer. All right.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? You're living in what seems like one of your dream spots. But
Absolutely.
Question being, where's your dream vacation spot?
Dream vacation. Like I want to say Thailand, just because really cheap Thai food. Come on, it all goes together here. Really cheap Thai food. You go do some Muay Thai fights. The culture is probably amazing. I need to go out there. So that's my dream spot for sure.
Yeah, you know how to tie it all up in a bow. Tie me up with your ties, Ty. Good job. Good job. All right.
You see my work.
I see how you're doing this. You could be a co-host one day, sir. All right. Question number 4 of 5 questions. What's worse, getting KO'd or getting choked down?
I would say what's worse? I mean,
they both suck. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I was just choked out by a porn star the other day, all right, in my kitchen,
shoot.
just to prove to everybody that it's
That
not
was just
that
for
big of
fun.
a deal.
Yeah.
So, look,
I
yeah,
think
overt Flo was there looking at me doing this. You're so stupid.
unbelievable. Yeah, I think getting KO'd's worse because it's
Yes.
luck. You know,
Mhm.
all it takes is one punch. If you got submitted, if you got put to sleep, there were steps that got to that point where you could have prevented it yourself, but that one punch knockout happens. You know,
It does at any a puncher's chance, but some would say that it's not luck because it's the work that you put in before that gets you to that point where luck becomes
sure.
destiny.
For sure, for sure. It's opportunity met with the right timing. You know.
There you go. I like
Yeah,
it. All right. The last question of 5 questions. You've done this pretty darn well thus far. All right. TikTok or YouTube?
I like YouTube. I learn more on YouTube. I study on YouTube. YouTube's the resources. Absolutely.
Yeah, you can learn so much from YouTube. The only thing you
Yeah.
can learn from TikTok is dances, I think.
Dances or like DIY building stuff, you know?
Yeah. I wish one of them would teach me how to fix my toilet from running, but I don't see that on TikTok.
You know, YouTube, you find it in 10 seconds. Easy.
Exactly. YouTube would be
Easy.
like, yo, you know what's funny is I was visiting my dad, and
Yeah.
before I went out for the day, I was going to go drinking with some friends, day drinking. It was Buffalo, New York. It's appropriate, trust me.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely. And it was a Buffalo Bills day. So I'm like, hey, I'm not going to be back until later. And he was watching videos of how to put up a backsplash in the kitchen. And I came home, and wouldn't you know, there was a fucking backsplash in the kitchen. Yeah.
Hey, it makes us all professional.
And I looked at him, I said,
Yeah.
what did you just do in the last 10 hours I was gone? He goes, I watched 4 videos and I put up a backsplash. And I was like, you know what? Thank you, YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube.
All right. Well, that's 5 questions right there. You got any questions for me?
Man, what got you into doing what you're doing now? You're very zealous. You got that fire as well. How long you been doing it, and what got you into it?
All right, so I started in radio. Yeah, that thing that you don't listen to anymore in your car. I started in
Right.
radio back in the day when I was like 19 years old. And I was doing rock radio, which makes sense. I had all crazy hair and whatnot. And the local ESPN affiliate needed a producer. So I started producing live games. And then they were like, hey, can you write? Because obviously you're on the air, so you can talk on the other station. Can you write as well? And I was like, yeah, I can write. And they're like, well, congratulations. You're doing live sports updates now, twice an hour, 5 days a week in the afternoons. And I was like, okay. So I started doing live sports updates, and I became known as the funny guy.
Hey,
And yeah, you know, it works. And then Jason Jackson, who was on NBA Tonight and SportsCenter, was doing his own show. And they brought me and 3 other guys into a room who were up for the job. And Jason said, tell me your name and why you're perfect for this gig. And the 2 other dudes before me, they were sports nerds. I mean, they could tell you what I don't know, Randy Johnson ate for breakfast before he threw the pitch that killed that seagull. You know, they knew everything. Yeah. And I knew I couldn't compete with that. So when it got to me, I looked him dead in the eyes, and I said, I'm Summit, and I'm prettier than these 2 mother.
Yeah. Boom. Sold.
And that could have been the end of my career right there. But Jason laughed. Yeah. He understood what I was doing. And he goes, you guys can leave.
That's awesome.
And that started my career at ESPN. Steve Levy still likes to say, oh, boy, man, you almost had 1 foot out the door before you even had your butt in the door.
Yeah. I like it. You seized the moment. Heck yeah.
Well, you have to seize the moment. Look, I moved out to Vegas from Connecticut to go all in on myself. Yeah, pun intended. And you need to do that. Dana White said the other day, he said, if you don't take chances, you'll never know how far you'll go. And that is true. You got to take chances in life, and you have to believe in yourself and believe in the ending, because along the way, there's going to be a lot of people who won't believe in you. So you have to believe in yourself and keep the people who believe in you around you tight. Wrap them up in bubble wrap, because you got to keep them safe. You know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
All right. It's all going to go down. Subs on the Shore, May 24th. You can see it right here on millions.co. And my main man is going to get a win, MMA style, baby. I feel it. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with, and neither is Tyler. Let's go. This is Tyler and Fuego Macias.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, man. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate all of you for being here as well. Be good to yourself and be kind to others. Pay it forward, play it forward. Rock like a party star, party like a rock star. Smile strong, laugh loud. Last but not least, please like, follow, and subscribe. You'll know when I'm coming back. I got another interview tomorrow. We'll be back doing it again, giving it up for the fisticuffs. Because you know what, Tyler? Everybody loves a good fight.
Absolutely. And they getting it May 24th. Let's go.
I love it. We'll see you again real soon. Be good. Tyler, thanks for being
Thanks
here.
for your time.